All right, so we talked about interest rate or compound interest rate or the compound return of investment. Remember, we talked about the circle of wealth. Again, I can't emphasize enough how important that is. Income, expenses, assets, liabilities. You want to control your money, have it go to expenses as little as possible to the liability. You really want the money to work for you here in the assets and have these assets produce passive income and then repeat. Notice how the compound interest is extremely powerful depending on whether you're able to generate an ROI of 5%, 10%, 15%, or 20%, which are all doable with real estate, will make a difference. In 30 years when you retire, or 20 years, or 40, depending on how old you are, it makes a huge difference. It doesn't make just a 5% difference or a 15% difference. It makes a massive difference, right? Doesn't it make sense for you to spend time looking into your assets portfolio, trying to get things? Maybe you start out with 5% rate of return. And then as you get better and become wiser investor, your portfolio is now performing at 10, 15, 20. It makes sense to spend your time appropriately on the assets, managing your assets, so that you increase your rate of return for your portfolio. Because again, how much money you will have when you want to retire with your family will vary dramatically depending on this interest. Hopefully, the earlier video showed you the importance of that. This financial wealth, that circle, is really, again, very important. Instead of spending 99% of your energy making other people rich as an employee, right? Okay, the ESBI quadrant, right? Instead of, that's a little bit hard to see. So ESBI, instead of just working as an employee making other people rich, why not also spend time here? Make yourself rich so that you can generate passive income. Why don't you work on your interest rate, right? Or the rate of return, rate of investment, right? Just makes sense. You gotta spend time. And the wonderful thing I think about real estate is that you don't have to manage. You can hire property managers, and I'll talk about some of these. It's passive. You don't even have to do a thing. Every month it's going to give you money. I love it. And there are other ways. I'll talk about all of those. But I just want to emphasize this is why it matters for you to be educated as an investor. If you're not, yeah, you can give that money to someone else, but they're not going to take care of your money as well as other people, right? You need to pay attention so that you can also manage your own money. Okay, now having said that, nothing, if you just watch the video, unless you apply it, it's not going to get internalized. So to help you internalize some of these lessons, I want you to do some series of exercises. So below the video, there will be some series of exercises I want you to do, just so that you can really ponder and think about what are the implications, right? And then ask yourself, how much of my time am I spending to manage my investments of real estate? I'll talk about other forms of assets too, but just hopefully as you do these exercises, it will make you realize the importance of thinking in terms of percentages and also the power of compound interest.